the deeper you go on your awakening journey, the more you just start desiring God. It's like a desire for sex or for a woman, if you're a man who is sexually attracted to women, that might arise, but it's almost instantaneously and automatic that desire is just redirected to God. And this isn't to say there's anything wrong with having desires or having sex or whatever. Or it could be the desire for validation and to be famous, which is just this desire to be seen, right? And to be loved by others. Even that desire, the desire for more YouTube views, if you make YouTube videos, all of it, all desires, because when you go to the root of any desire, it's just God. And I've been noticing that happening in my own field, like, oh, I want this attractive woman, and then automatically it's like that desire is redirected to, oh, I actually just want more God. I want more God. And the desire for God is, I find, like infinite. There's this, you can keep discovering more and more God. There's no limit to how much God you can discover. And this movement to discovering more God actually becomes your primary aim of your earthly life. Whereas maybe at different developmental steps on your awakening, the primary aim was satisfying these other desires. And sometimes we have to go through and satisfy those desires so that we no longer actually desire them in the way we thought we did. And so sometimes we actually have to chase desires. We have to chase women. We have to chase money. We have to chase fame or attention or whatever. In a tantric way, we chase these things very consciously to burn up the karma in our bodies, to burn up the longing for these things. So sometimes we have to actually get some of the things we think we want to realize that, oh my gosh, it's like vapor. It's like the hungry ghost. It's never satisfying. It's like there's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. It's like temporary hits of cocaine or something. I've only done cocaine twice, but I'm just talking about something that's super stimulating. It's like a temporary high, but it's so fleeting and it just vanishes, and then you're left empty again. And like I said, you're like this hungry ghost, like, wait a minute, I was temporarily satiated, but now I need more. I need more of the thing. I need more women. I need more attention. I need more money or whatever. I need more of the drug. But eventually you get very purified to where the drugs, meaning the sense, pleasure, desire kind of stuff, the longing for those things diminishes, and you really just start desiring more God, and you become more purified. Your vessel becomes more purified, and you just start living more of this holy existence where your human life is one thing, but you're living more so for the eternal life, for the eternal soul. Each thing you do is actually, and it's all one, it all enmeshes as one type of movement, so there's actually no separation. But a lot of us, we spend a lot of our time in survival mode, just trying to do whatever we can to get the human to survive, to meet the human sexual needs, and to satisfy our lust and our every whim and whatever. But eventually we move beyond survival. And survival is no longer the most important thing for our existence. Actually, the most important thing becomes knowing God, and that transcends survival. That's why you read all these stories about all these past saints and sages and the things they went through to know God. It's like they finally let go of their need to survive, and their need to know God became a greater instinct within their humanity. And that's what starts happening. It's not that you become irresponsible and you don't tend to the human or anything like that. It's just like there's this greater calling wakes up in you that I just want God. I just want God beyond anything. It transcends your need for survival. And of course, the longing for God, it takes care of everything else. You know, God, the longing for God will take care of your humanity. And that's something you have to learn to trust, actually. And it doesn't become apparent at first. But that's what starts happening in your field is you just start purifying, you just start desiring God more and more. And when this happens, people start to feel a lot safer around you, and they start to enjoy being in your field more. And it can go both ways, but it tends to be people start to feel safer around you because they can sense that you don't need anything from them, that you're not looking to extract from them anymore, that you're actually looking to get high on God, high on source, high on the universe, high on yourself. You're not looking, I used to go around like, oh, could she get me something? Can this person get me something? What? I used to go around like really in a transactional way in life of like, what can this person do for me? What can they give me so that I can be okay, right? And there's no judgment here. There's just different levels of consciousness. And like I said, conversely, sometimes when you get really awakened to God and really you only desire more God, sometimes you can be quite triggering for people too, right? Because you're really not there to please them, or you're not gonna try to like, you're just gonna speak the truth a lot. And so sometimes people can either really want to be around you in your light, or they will want to run. They'll be like, oh my God, that guy's terrifying. He just tells the truth. Or she's not looking to please people. She's just, in her goddess energy. That's what I hear the words of a lot of these awakened women that I'm connecting with, this like goddess energy. It's really powerful. And so, yeah, I think a lot of us are waking up to our true power, and we can be quite dangerous for the matrix in a sense, because when we wake up to our true power, we don't actually need what the matrix has so many people hooked on. And so then we're just free to speak the truth, to be these like empowered spiritual warriors. And getting some chills saying that. And so that's the path to freedom. That's the path to becoming dangerous, is to not need anything anymore from the external world. It's like you get all of your sustenance, you get all of your nourishment from source, from God. And just so flooded in chills saying this. And that allows you to be this liberated spiritual warrior here on earth. That allows you to speak truth to power. That allows you to be this empowered light that can lead others, into the battle. Into the battle of, into the battle of liberating humanity. Yeah. And at first it's like you win the battle within yourself. You win the battle within yourself. And when you've won the battle within yourself, then you're free to just be this very pure vessel for source. And source might use you in all types of ways. Source might use you as someone who shines a light on darkness and triggers a bunch of people. Look how source has used so many powerful light workers in the past, Look how their roads ended. But that's perfectly okay. It's like that was such a well-lived life, how so many light workers go down this road of being a vessel to God, and then everyone's, at a certain point, maybe they end up on a cross, or they get their head chopped off, or they're burned alive because they became that dangerous. That's a sign of a really fucking successful life as a light worker. Go get yourself burned alive, go get yourself strung up on a cross. That's a fucking life well lived. It's like you took a temporary human L, but for such a greater good. Oh my God. For an incredible, if you go out that way, if you become that fucking dangerous to the matrix, to the darkness, to the forces that just want to control beings with fear, if you become that dangerous that they have to like literally chop your head off, like so many of us probably became that dangerous in past lives where we were labeled a witch or a sorcerer, or we got our heads chopped off or something. You just elevated, you just like literally helped humanity take a quantum leap forward in evolution. It's like, that's actually the point. That's actually the point, to get that powerful, to get that free, to get that dangerous to the fear matrix. It's like almost like by design. That's how so many light workers' lives, that's how they go out. It's like, and as it's happening, they're like, yes, this is the completion of what I came here to do. And this isn't to scare any of you guys. I'm not saying that's going to happen in 2023. I'm just painting a picture of, like, that's how much you're here to serve. That's how pure your vessel is. That's how willing you are to do whatever God asks. You have transcended just being here to try to survive, and you've transcended being here for your own personal wants and desires. You're just here for a vessel of God, and you don't care where that leads. Because you're already home. You're already home. You have everything you could ever want. It doesn't matter what happens when you feel God waking up in your body so fully. It's like fear cannot rule you. You're not even afraid of death anymore. That has been blown out of your body. That has been purified. All right, I hope that was fun for you guys. Not too scary. Felt like that was kind of an intense energy that came through. I give it all to Sedona. Thank you, Sedona, for the energy. Thank you for the inspiring transmission. And thank you guys for your donations, for booking sessions. It means a lot. It really helps. Sending you guys so much love, so much power, so much strength. You're all such incredible spiritual warriors, and it's an honor to walk this path with you. Much love.